Yes. Yeah. So, man, I just had this amazing vegetable soup, dude. It's the same soup I have, all the time. The Wolfgang Puck, uh, vegetable veggie, I guess.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great stuff. Yeah. So I just had dinner. It's only 9:22 here on the West Coast. Uh, you know, PM. I mean, it's dark out. I guess it's nighttime.
Hmm.
August 19th, 2016, and we are back. This time for my Veda vlog, which I'm doing every day this month as
Beta
a part
blog.
of as a part of vlog every day in August. I'm doing this with savvysexysocial.com. And there's a calendar. So I follow a calendar sometimes and there's questions, so it gives you something to talk about. So I guess we're gonna maybe we'll talk about that a little bit.
Hmm.
So how are you doing, man? What's new?
Doing good.
Well, it's been a while. It's been
Oh God.
it's been about half an hour or something.
Yeah.
We just hung up and here we are again.
Funny.
Yes. You know?
Hilarious.
No, that was cool, man. Yeah, with dinner, I sat and watched a little bit of what we did. The last hangout we just did. I was sitting there watching it, and yeah, it was fun. I can actually enjoy sitting there watching my own stuff. I don't enjoy watching me. It's pretty uncomfortable watching myself. Um,
Right.
but as far as the hangouts, what we just did or whatever, I'm able to just sit back and watch it and enjoy it for what it is, which is
Nothing wrong
cool,
with that.
which is great, you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, take it from somebody who threw their television out the window 10 years ago. I don't watch TV at all.
Man.
You know. Yeah. Oh man, I can't. Welcome back, gentlemen. Joe Wentz. Hey, Joe. How are you doing, man? Yes. Sorry, but we're back. We're back. This is my vlog. This is the vlog, the podcast section. Yeah, you can't see us. Cameras are off. You know,
Hmm.
most likely Nesdal's. Well, I'm not going to say.
You can say it. I'm naked.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say that.
I'm in bed, man. It's like 12:30 here.
Oh. Oh man. Oh.
That's why I do this. That's why I do the. I'm not going to be videoed.
Okay. All right. Yes. Yes. Hey, Mark Hazansky. Hey, man.
Mark, great hangout with you and Eric tonight, man. I watched the whole thing. I couldn't comment on anything because I only have mobile devices and I can't comment. But you guys had a real great hangout. Good first one together. Awesome.
Cool. Awesome. Yes. Um. Yeah. So what? So you had dinner? You ate?
Yeah, man. I
You
I
good?
ate, I ate
What'd you
earlier.
have?
I had one piece of chicken cutlet and I had leftover pasta with a little tomato sauce on it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty
Awesome.
good.
Awesome. Mark says thanks, David.
You're welcome.
Very cool. Very cool. I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Basically, from the time we ended, I did the dishes and then had dinner.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
That's basically what I did, and then I listened. Every night I listened to uh, Tim Conway Jr. on Los Angeles' KFI AM 640.
Uh huh.
I listen. That's what I listened to every night. So while I was doing dishes and everything, I had that on. But yeah, I'll check out the hangout that Mark just did. Um, huh? Joe Wentz? Yeah, he had Jack in the Box.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh man. Oh, I haven't had Jack in the Box for a long time. Do you guys have those out there?
We used to. We used
You
to
know?
have them. We used to have one, and I used to love the tacos from Jack in the Box.
Those things are death, man.
They're great.
Oh, those tacos.
They were great,
Hmm. Oh man, the jumbo jack. That was my. Oh my. That was my thing. You could
That's the one. That's the taco. No.
no. No, it was like two tacos for like $1 or something, 99 cents. No, the jumbo jack is their signature burger.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. No,
Yeah,
I like the tacos.
this is Jack in the Box chat.
Yeah, so funny.
May we take your order? You want fries with that?
Nope.
Just imagine driving up and we're like the drive-through guys, okay? You know? Welcome to Jack in the Box. Can I take your order? Oh. Yeah. Do you want fries with that? Oh.
Oh my god, that's such a butthead thing.
Somebody called us buttheads
Would-
earlier, actually, in a
Would you
comment.
like? Would
So
you
that
like?
actually fits. That actually fits.
Would you like curly fries or something?
Uh, do you want curly fries with that? Oh no, it's actually like this. Cover your ears. Do you want curly fries with that? Next window, please. Uh,
Dude,
yeah, that's how it sounds like. You know, you drive up, and it's like, welcome to Burger King. Can I take your order?
you do that really well.
I know.
You got a job over there?
Joe Wentz is laughing. Yeah, welcome to Jack in the Box. Can I? No, it should actually be worse. It should actually.
Yeah, don't do it though.
Okay. Actually, if I could hook my mic up to this EVH micro stack, I could actually do the voice perfectly. It's sitting right here on the desk. But no. Yeah, Jack in the Box, man. Those tacos are death.
I love those.
But that's the problem. That's the problem, though, man. Is you come well for me. You come back from San Francisco. You come back from a concert, whatever it is, and then Renee says she loves their iced coffee.
Well,
Jack in the Box.
Right. That brings us right to the question now, doesn't it?
It does. It actually does. Tonight's question on the calendar for SSSVEDA, Savvy 60 Socials Vlog every day in August is, do you prefer coffee or tea? I'll go first real quickly. Anybody who follows me on Instagram or whatever will know that I love iced tea. You know, generally Starbucks. Black iced tea. That's what I dig. You know, I don't drink coffee. I can, but I have this thing with caffeine where I have a few too many sips of caffeine and I'm totally insane. And not in a good way either. In a bad, where I'm like hyperventilating, panic attacks, you name it. The worst. It's the worst, Jerry. The worst. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't drink coffee, although I can take a sip here and there. I used to actually drink coffee when I was a kid. You know, there was nothing better. You know, when I was a teenager, I would skateboard down to McDonald's. And this is back in the 80s, okay? I would skateboard down to McDonald's back when you could actually, you know, when there was a smoking section. Believe it or not, there were smoking sections in a lot of restaurants at one point. And I would skateboard down to McDonald's with, you know, my friend. And then we would, you know, he would eat McDonald's or whatever. He'd meet his grandparents down there and they'd get him McDonald's every Saturday or whatever, you know. And I wouldn't eat the stuff, but I'd be the one drinking the coffee, sitting there smoking a cigarette inside McDonald's. You know?
Yeah.
So that was me. That explains, you know, me as a teenager. The jeans with the ripped holes in the knees, the jean jacket. You know.
Sure.
The Marty
No.
McFly skateboard. I had the actual skateboard. I had the official Back to the Future skateboard. Actually, I actually had it. The same one that he had in the film.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, loved it. Loved. I wish I would actually still have it now, except I threw it away. My wife was afraid if I wrote it, anymore, it would, because it was so old, it would, bust in half or something. So I actually remember throwing it away, but because I'd had it since 85, 86, 30 years. I had the thing. Well, I probably tossed it maybe a couple years ago. So 27, 28 years or whatever. What about you? You like coffee or tea?
I like both, but I'm a big fan of iced coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I usually, well, I switch it up every day. I usually for breakfast, with my breakfast, I have a 44-ounce cup of either unsweetened iced tea, or one day I'll have iced coffee, but 44 ounces, which is it's really a lot. And I have to drink all those fluids to keep my kidneys flushed, so that because I have a slight kidney problem, but so I drink a lot. I probably drink about between 80 and 100 fluid ounces of water or whatever a day. But iced coffee is really what I really enjoy it. It's like a treat for me because I don't eat sweets, and that's like my sweets. When I put fat-free half and half in it, and a couple of Splendas, it tastes like ice cream, like coffee ice cream, and that's like my guilty pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
So I love iced coffee.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and I do what was I saying? I do drink hot tea as well.
Yes, I drink hot tea. I drink hot tea.
Hottie.
I drink hot tea in the wintertime, or when I'm sick. Or
I'm not laughing at you.
I know you.
No, I'm laughing because I drink hot tea all the time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Every morning.
I don't use lemon though, because lemon, what that does is that constricts the vocal cords. So if I'm doing a gig where I'm doing a lot of singing, I'll drink hot tea with a little bit of honey in it, but no lemon.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good for the vocal cords.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of, if you guys follow me on Instagram, which is, by the way, Instagram, Johnny Bean, it's just my name. You'll see a lot of times, or on Facebook, actually. What I do, like every morning, is when I have my tea, and it's hot tea, right? I take a photo of my cup, right? And generally it's 1 or 2 cups is really what it is, and they're blank. There's nothing on them, but I use Snapchat, and I'll add some sort of emoji or something on it almost every morning. I haven't really done it lately. I was doing it a while back, but if you see those photos, that's what that is. Some people think I have like a billion different coffee cups because of all these emojis that are on them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's either 1 or 2 or 3 different cups that are just blank, and I throw that emoji on it, and make something new every morning, pretty much. Like I did it this morning. I'll probably, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's hot tea right there. That's hot. It's probably a lot of times it's the same brand that Starbucks actually uses, which is called Tazo, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's great stuff. Great stuff. Stefan says hello again. Hey, man. Joe Wentz thinks I hit up Starbucks every day. Don't tell my wife. Renee says, yum, Starbucks peppermint mocha latte.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, awesome.
yep. Sounds good.
Awesome stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, they make a lot of great things. Michael Smith says I feel like a happy pinball between you guys and Broadbent.
Well, we're all, we're all a big happy pinball machine
Oh.
between the three of us, which means, which I mean, me, you, and Eric.
Hmm? And Rob.
Well, yeah. I mean, all right. Well, yeah. We'll add
Oh, I
Rob in
forgot.
there.
I forgot you fired him earlier. Well.
No, I didn't fire him.
Oh. Oh.
I'll hire him back when I get that 50, 51, 50.
Okay. I guess he'll be coming back at some point.
Yeah, probably Tuesday. Since I sent it back today. Tuesday, I'll be going to Paul Unker's. I can't wait.
Oh,
Wait.
nice, man.
We go to South Jersey, 3-hour ride to see my
Mhm.
friend Paul Unkert, our friend Paul Unkert.
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
He's going to be working on a couple of my guitars, so very happy.
Oh, very cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool. Dang, man. I might have to.
Fly, McFly.
McFly. What do you call it when you're at McDonald's and you find a fly in your cheeseburger?
I don't know.
A McFly.
A Mc.
I just made
So
that
like,
up. I don't
so
know.
like,
I just made that up.
yes.
No, I was gonna say, would a PV Wolfgang neck? Does he need the whole thing to do that? A whole
To
guitar
do what? The
to do the
holes in the
the
back?
treatment? Yeah.
No, he doesn't. It just needs the neck.
Oh man. Yeah, because I have a guitar.
Yes, I know you do.
If I sent you just the neck,
You send it directly to him. Don't send it to me because I'm not taking a trip down there for just one guitar.
Oh, okay. Okay. You
Send
know
it
what I
right
mean,
to him,
though.
and he'll send it back to you.
You know what I mean.
Huh?
You know what I mean. If I want to get that done,
Oh yeah, he'll do it. He'll definitely do it, and I mean, uh, yeah, he definitely will do that. I mean, he's doing it to both of my PVs, and just for those of you who don't know, he's going to put the snake bite holes in the back of the headstock of my PV Wolfgangs, both of them, so that the nut could be screwed in from the back of the headstock, like Eddie's personal guitars are. But anyone who has a PV Wolfgang knows that they're put on from their top loader. They're put on the neck from the top with small screws, and that's
hmm
not always a good thing because once those screws strip, you're done. They're done. They have to be redoweled and blah 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 blah
hmm And
blah.
yeah, most people do not know that Eddie's PVs were all done like what you want to get.
Yeah.
The way the Kramers were, the way the may the may the way a lot of these guitars are. Where the screws are coming through the back of the neck.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
how Eddie's actual PV Wolfgangs were, whereas the production ones weren't.
Correct.
They were all done from the like top loaded, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Because we kept seeing photos of him and his guitars, and being the nerds that Dave and Rob are, it's like, wait a minute, that's a PV Wolfgang, but it's rear mounted. That
Rear
nut,
mounted.
it's not
Yes.
the same. You notice these things. People that are real dorks and geeks, like
Well, that's one of the reasons why his
and nerds
guitars. Yes. Nerds.
and just
Nerds.
weirdos. It takes a real weirdo to
I'm gonna call you Gilbert from now on.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing around.
No, but I'm gonna call you Gilbert. Your new name is Gilbert, and not Paul Gilbert, but just Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yes, Gilbert with a G. Gilbert
Uh-huh.
from Revenge of the Nerds. The King of the Nerds. Gilbert.
I don't remember.
You're Gilbert.
That was the guy's name?
Yeah,
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I still think the guy in Weird Science was named Garrett.
no.
Okay. I don't. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know. Is that a real name, Garrett?
Yes, it is a real name.
Well, it's a guy's last name. A guy
One
that
of my
talks to
friends,
us.
one of my friends that work at the music zoo, his first name is Garrett.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because somebody who comments on here is named Garrett. So I see. Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, so Tuesday, gonna get up nice and early and make a travel. I'm gonna make a travel over to South Jersey, Tom's River, and wait for these guitars to get done. Because I told Paul, I said, I'm not coming by unless you do the work for me right there, so I can, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to, so you don't have to ship them to me. Just get it done. He
Mm-hmm.
said, yeah, absolutely, I'll do it while you're there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Angelo. Yes, we're live. We're actually on right now. Angelo Luna is asking if this is still live. Yeah,
You
so
guys
far.
live? No, we're pretty dead.
So far. No, this is a recording. We go and record. We go and record and say random names like, "Oh, hey, Bill." Yes, we're live right now, just in case somebody named Bill is actually watching. That they freak out like, "Whoa, he just said my name." But
Say my name.
Angelo, woot woot. Yes, we're actually on right now. Yep, yep. Uh, yeah. Welcome to the podcast. This is my Veda. This is where we just talk about random weird things. And of course, it ends up always being, Van Halen chat because we don't know anything.
Because we.
We don't know anything else. We don't know any. We don't know any better. Hey, Jimmy, is it Biter? Howdy, man.
Nicholson.
Is this Jimmy Nicholson? Angelo, you're welcome, man. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, we have a great time doing this stuff. Nick Horton says, "Hey guys, I'm checking out a Les Paul. Have you ever heard of a Rich Light fingerboard?"
Rich Flight, yes. Yes, I have.
I'll let you explain that. I'll be right back. Okay. Explain what that is. No, really. I gotta.
Okay.
I'll be right back. You'll know when I'm
Right.
back because I'll say something. Explain what
Right.
that is. I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's a wood that they use for the fretboard. And instead of using, there was a couple years where uh, Gibson was not really allowed to use full pieces of rosewood for their necks and for their fretboards. So they were looking for other types of wood to use because they were being penalized for using endangered woods and Brazilian rosewood and all kinds of stuff. So they had to look for other woods, and Rich Light is this type of wood. I guess it's like a rosewood. It's like a rosewood type of wood, but it's very light in color. And basically, to make it dark, they had to stain it with dark stain to make it look like rosewood. It's a pretty good tone wood. I mean, the guitars still sound pretty good, but a lot of the purists that buy Gibsons and Fenders because they think they're that that they're the holy the holy guitar, and they think that they're the cat's meow guitars, and that they have to have them exactly the way they were in the 50s or whatever. They wouldn't. If there was a guitar with Rich Light on it, they probably wouldn't buy it. But the guitars with Rich Light fretboards, I guess they started using them in about at the end of 2010, and they used them all the way till 2013 when they were allowed to use the rosewood again. They don't really use Brazilian because it's an endangered wood, but they use other types of rosewood, but still rosewood for the fretboards. So that's basically it. You know, Richlite was like a wood that they used while they couldn't use the rosewood for the fretboards. Also, just so you know, they did use on the custom shop guitars, the non-Gibson USA, the you know, the custom shop 57, 58, 59s, and 60 reissue Les Pauls. They still did use rosewood, but they had to use laminated pieces where they would laminate. They were able to use them in smaller doses. So what they would have to do is they would take two pieces of rosewood and laminate them together instead of having one thick piece of rosewood for the fretboard. They'd laminate two pieces together and then put them on the fretboard of the guitar. They put them on the neck of the guitar. So for the custom shop, they were still able to use the rosewood, but in smaller doses. And for the Gibson USA, they used that Richlite stuff.
Huh. Hey, I just got back on. I didn't hear any of that. Can you explain again what that?
No, I don't think I can.
People are sitting like 12 minutes of Richlite conversations or whatever that is. Joe Wentz, 2 great hangouts with Johnny and Dave, then Eric's. Awesomes.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, and seriously, I didn't hear any of that, so I don't know what you said. Although I'm happy because we didn't lose any viewers. I mean, listeners.
Yeah. Well, because I actually know what I was talking about. I had a hard time trying to get it out of my mouth, but you know, once I was able to put two words together, I was able to tell them what the stuff was.
Okay, cool. Jimmy Biter says Tasmanian blackwood is cool looking wood.
I've never tried it.
Looks cool. That's cool. Nick Horton says thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Yes, very cool. Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool stuff.
What else we got?
I don't know. I'm just It's Friday, man. I'm just hanging out.
Saturday here.
Oh, dude. I'm excited. I'm very excited, man. Because it's only 10 to 10 here. It's still early. So I can actually still do some fun stuff tonight, you know? I can still watch YouTube videos and stuff.
Me too.
You know? Well, it's like what? It's 10 to 1 there?
Yep.
I think.
Almost time for Flashpoint.
That's the one with Tom Selleck?
No. That's
what?
Blue Bloods.
I don't know. I don't watch TV. I really don't. So I really don't know. I'm really not sure. Oh, here we go. Oh, Killer Chimp 12. Here we go. Did you ask that earlier? I think I saw that, and then Killer Chimp 12, Killer Chimp 12 is asking, is there a magazine where it shows Eddie Van Halen's settings of his rig from the 5150 tour?
No.
Well, there are some photos. There's actually photos of his rig, of him standing next to it from that tour. Have you seen those photos?
No, I've never seen them.
There are photos, and depending on how clean they are, maybe you could actually. But it's his rack mount stuff. It's not his amp.
Yeah, and how would you know? You wouldn't be able to tell.
Well, if the photo's clean enough, you can just zoom in.
Yeah, but if his amp's not there, how could you tell?
Well, I'm talking about his rig as far as his effects.
Yeah, but he's asking about his amp settings.
He just said Ed settings and rig. There we go. There probably is something out there if you dig back. You know, I used to have a lot of that stuff. And that's unfortunately the way that I know a lot of this stuff is from, having all those magazines as a kid. Um, if I think about it, yeah, there might be some stuff. I might actually have some stuff still somewhere, and I'm sure our friend Super Junior probably actually does have something. So, and he shares
Maybe.
that. He actually shares that in between a bunch of us. Um, so I can actually ask him, and I'm sure he'll probably, whatever it is, I'm sure he'll know, and he'll know right away, and he'll find it, and we can find that stuff out. Um, do you remember though? Do you remember the 5150 tour stage, the setup
Yeah, I
where
do. Where the
Eddie?
cabinets were underneath the stage.
Yeah, yes, they were under like you don't during Live Without a Net, you don't see any amplifiers, right? And you can't see them during that either. It's the bootlegs. Watch the Montreal 5150 show, or maybe is there Detroit? Any of those other shows, and you can actually see the cabinets under the stage. Behind them, underneath the what were they,
The
steps,
riser. It was a riser.
risers, or steps, or
Yeah,
whatever.
those steps, those metal
Yeah,
grate steps.
yeah, yeah. The cabinets are all back there. You can see them on like bootlegs and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can see like the Marshall logos behind them and stuff. You know,
Yeah, pretty cool.
that's one thing I never thought about when I was a kid watching that home video. You know, it's like, where are the amplifiers?
Oh, I always thought about that. I didn't, I didn't know until I was told. But I was told back then where they were.
Hmm.
Because from the seat, I didn't have good seats for the 5150 tour. I was pretty far back, so
Oh,
I
you were
couldn't
there?
see. Yeah, oh yeah,
What in New York?
Nassau Coliseum. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. It was cool, but it was. I was far back, and I couldn't really tell what was under the risers. It just looked like metal grates to me because I was so far back. But then I was told, because I was wondering, well, where the hell is amps? Where are the cabinets? And that's when I was told they were underneath that or behind it.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
Killer Chimp 12 is saying, how would they get a stereo amp sound in the stadium if they were under the stage? They weren't under the stage,
Yeah.
but they kind of were, because
Well, they were.
that tour.
Yeah.
If you look at their stage setup, it's basically it's them with like stairs. They're running up and down them or whatever. So it's not really under the stage, but it kind of.
Well, the stairs are really a drum riser. It was like a two-tier, humongous drum riser with like it was two or three steps. I can't remember, but they were um, on an incline. So there was a couple steps, and if you watch the 5150, the Live Without a Net video, you'll see that it looks, you'll watch Eddie and Sammy, and Mike running up and down the thing. It's on an incline, and there is a step, and it covers the main stage, and it covers all the amplification underneath the drums. So that's what I mean
Okay.
by under the stage.
I'm looking. I'm actually looking at a photo. Well, I actually looked up Live Without Net right now on my phone. I'm looking exactly at what it is. Yeah, that's not really steps. It's like ramps.
Yeah, they're ramps.
They're
Exactly.
they're like graded. They're like ramp. They're like grates. Is that a word?
Yes.
Grates? Graded?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. Um, yeah. So they're ramps, so they can run up and down them. And yeah, on Live Without a Net, you can't see through them. But like I said, on the bootlegs, because of the lighting, you can see through them, and you can see all the cabinets under there and like the Marshall logos and all that.
Yeah.
And so they would stand on them. Like Sammy stands on them. They run up and down them. So it is kind of, in a way, it's under the stage, a part of the stage, but again, it's not. But it kind of is. It's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And that was the only tour they really did something like that. I think every other tour you saw the stuff on the stage.
No, you know what? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing cabinets on the stage for OU812 either. I don't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think there were cabinets on the stage. I think they were under because I think that tour, Alex's drum riser, it rotated and it went up and down like a spaceship. So I think
Right.
behind that was Eddie's cabinets, and I think it wasn't a wall of cabinets. I think it was just three cabinets, three Marshall cabinets at that point.
Let's
Because the
see.
stage, from what I remember, the stage was pretty empty. There was nothing behind him.
I'm looking at footage now of the Tokyo Dome 89.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see it.
It's kind of the same, but not. Yeah. Yeah, you can't see any amps or cabinets. Because anybody who knows, their actual amps are never on stage with them.
No,
They're
no.
off to the side so they can be adjusted and changed. If an amp blows up, they can switch to another one or like
Yeah, and all of
real
Eddie's
quick.
all of Eddie's heads are in road cases. They're in
Yeah.
shock mounted road cases,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually like 3 or 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's. I want to watch Live Without a Net now, man. Can we watch that on here? Can we
Uh,
bootleg that and just have it in the video and just have everybody just watch it?
would we get in trouble for that? I don't think
Oh
we'd get in
yeah.
trouble, right? Because
I'm I'm
well,
I'm
it's
just I'm
live,
kidding. I'm
right?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But I don't think we'd get in trouble for it, right? Because it's live. It's not the original recordings.
Live Without a Net? No, Live Without a Net it's an official release. So yes,
Oh, okay.
the YouTube police knows about that. As far as
YouTube police.
bootlegs, oh yeah. As far as bootlegs, bootlegs, you can bootleg all you want. Although these days, I mean, YouTube is getting very, a lot smarter about this stuff, and they pick stuff up. So yeah. I was just joking though. Oh, here we go. Here's some more stuff. Cool, very cool. See, you start talking about coffee and tea, and it all ends up being Van Halen.
Yes.
Joe Wentz. Joe Wentz. Hey man. Joe Wentz says yes. Alex's drum set did rise on the 812 tour. I remember seeing that when they came to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Angelo Luna says, yeah. He said, yeah, yes, would. Yeah, we would, he says. Yeah. What? Yeah, we would. Lol. Killer Chimp 12. Any idea of what synthesizer Ed used on the 5150 tour? Sorry for all the questions. I just love your guys' knowledge. Lol. Dude, that's why we're here, man. We're here to like I was saying earlier, to spread the knowledge. Didn't I say something
Yeah.
like that? Share the
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as that, I believe. Now, I am not 100% certain, but I believe that it was an Oberheim Matrix 10.
Okay.
I know for the Jump video in '84, he was using an OB8, Oberheim OB8. And for the tour, and for the '84 tour, it was an OB8. And then I think he switched to a Matrix 10 for '86.
That's cool. That's cool. And for the tour after that, for 081 tour, 081 tour, 0812. Oh man. There is footage of Eddie's. This would have been in Japan, 1989. There's footage. There's of course the footage that you and I geek out on with Zeke Clark, where he's holding the '84 guitar,
Yep.
and the Strat and Sammy's Kramer or Sammy's Telly, for Eagles Fly or whatever. But
Actually, that's not Sammy's Telly. That's Eddie's guitar.
well,
Sammy used it for the tour.
okay, okay. But after that, there's a little bit of footage with the keyboard tech, and it shows some of the keyboards that Eddie uses.
Hmm.
You know, yeah. I don't know you
No, I
probably
didn't
just
know.
you probably just rewind it to that guitar footage. You don't even watch the rest.
No, I don't have the rest.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all the same footage. It's all within the same thing.
No, I think. Well, then no, I don't think. I don't think. I don't think I have that. I only saw the guitar part.
Hmm. No, yeah. There's a keyboard part as well. Um, where the tech, is showing a little bit of the keyboard, and he says something about like what they use or whatever. Yeah, Joe Wentz, OU81 tour. Yeah, that was fun. OU81 tour. Um, but yeah, there's footage with the keyboard guy, the tech, and he says something about the keyboard they're using, and this is just the tour afterwards, so it might be similar stuff, very
Maybe.
similar things because he's getting the same sounds out of the same. I mean, yeah, of course, 0812, they were doing Witness Love, and he was playing that, but they were doing. Did they do Why Can't This Be Love as well?
Yeah, they did.
Which they would have done on the last tour, and it would have been the same, if not the same keyboard, it would have been the same sound. He would have had the same like cards.
Yeah,
Or,
but that beginning part that they also use for Up for Breakfast.
Mhm.
It's slightly different. It's a different. There's like different parameters. It's different than it sounds on the on 5150 record and on that tour. It's the same type of sound, but it's a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, and the same thing he used for the 84 tour during Dave's sword solo,
Yes, I remember that too. Yep.
which is also a tune that he had in the Wildlife. That keyboard tune where it was the same like knocking sound
Yeah, I
that
remember.
everybody knows of Why Can't This Be Love intro or up like breakfast, like we were saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he used that. He used that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of mileage on that.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's a classic. It's a classic 80s sound. I mean, it's also something like what I was saying earlier, where Eddie has his own sounds. I mean, not just his own. What was it? Uh, Earlier when we were talking, I had brought up somebody had said, was it even tonight? Yesterday? I don't know. Somebody was talking about they liked The Inside was their favorite song from 5150.
I remember.
And I had said that keyboard tune, like the sound of that keyboard, that was really, I consider that like an Eddie solo album kind of song, because you also hear the same kind of thing on that tune from what do you call it? The one from Balance, the keyboard, the guitar solo song.
Oh yeah.
After doing time.
Beluchitherian.
What was it?
Beluchitherian.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't even. I've. It's been 20 years and I've never been able to say that.
Beluchitherian.
Belucha Ethereum.
Yeah, Beluchitherium.
Really? Oh wow. Okay. It's the same kind of deal. The same groove. Might not be keyboards, like guitar or whatever, but or bass. The same kind of groove. Eddie is all about groove. Everybody knows this, or at least some of us do. Where that's he gets off on rhythm and groove. That's Eddie's big thing. Really.
That's a great lyric right there. He gets off on rhythm and groove. Great
it's true.
Write
That's
that
down. Well, it's recorded, so it's saved. But yeah, I mean that's really what he is. He's known for his solos, but he really gets off from rhythm and groove. I mean that's really what he is. How people talk about his rhythm guitar playing, how it's so amazing. Only the people who really really keep track, they realize that's really what he is. But I mean he's the whole package though. He really is. But as far as I'm saying though, as far as that groove, like within, Inside or the Belutherium, whatever you just said.
Beluchitherium.
Beluchitherium, the Roth, his sword when he was dancing with the sword on the 84 tour, that song from Wildlife, Why Can't This Be Love intro, Up for Breakfast, it's all it's all him. That's his thing, his sound. I mean, he's come up with a lot of different signature sounds, not just for guitar, for keyboard, and not just that. I mean, the dude. I mean, he's an inventor. He invents things. He creates things. That's all he does is creates, and that's where he gets all of my respect is the moving forward and making new things out of just always changing, always evolving. That's what I really really dig about the guy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's awesome. It's very very cool. And that was like 15 minutes of me trying to explain what I was just saying.
And this is why we don't let you talk.
Where's Rob? Tell Rob he can come back.
Tuesday, after I get that 5150 decal.
Okay. R Tabor says, thanks again, Dave, for mentioning the R2 1000 nut the other night. It worked out great. Awesome.
No problem.
Very cool, man.
No problem. I think I need one for myself too. I need a 1000 nut in chrome R2 for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because the silver paint pen for my red guitar keeps on coming off, so I need a chrome one.
I might have one. Because remember when I changed over to a German?
No, well, yeah, from your circle guitar.
My circles.
That's an R3.
That's not an
R2. It's an R3.
What is? I can't even. BR3.
Yeah, it's too wide.
You can't use that. Okay.
No, thank you though.
I've got it right here.
I appreciate it, but no, can't use it.
And I've got the original Floyd block as well. 37. I've got that sitting here.
Hey, Dennis. Did you get your guitar? Yeah, I want to choke that guy out.
Dude, you're live. You're live on the internet, man.
It's all right. He knows I'm just kidding. Friend of ours can't hold a deadline to save his life.
Was it that drummer you were talking about?
No.
Joanne says, are those 1550 shows on YouTube, Johnny? Yes. Look up Van Halen. All you gotta do is look up like live Van Halen live 1986. That's all you really have to look up, and you'll find Montreal 86.
I think there's a Philadelphia or something like that too. There's something.
I think there's a Detroit.
Maybe it is Detroit.
There's Kansas City, which is actually filmed from the front of the audience on Michael Anthony's side. It's pretty cool. It actually makes you feel like you're actually there. You know, that's a cool one. That's a pretty cool one. Yeah, very cool. Real quick, Jimmy Biter says that. Oh, how do you pronounce that amp? Bugera. Bugera 333 XL I got is sounding awesome. The new EL34s and 12AX7s. I think I'm liking the EL34 sound better than 6L6s. Cool. That's cool. Michael Smith says, what would you guys choose as a bass guitar if you were a predominant bass player? What, P or J? Or just what kind of?
Well, I would probably want a Music Man Stingray, and I would probably want a jazz bass, and I'd probably want a P bass, one of each.
Mm-hmm. Myself, I've got a Hondo Fame P bass, which is great. I love it. And if you don't know the difference between P and J, it's the pickups, right?
Pickups and the neck width as well.
The style pickups that are in it. Yeah. Yeah, because you know some basses you see the two pickups like one right below kind of each other, and then you see the ones that are like they go the whole width, you know, right? That's
Yeah.
jazz, and the
Yep.
ones that are the two pickups kind of like dominoes, like right next to each other
Yes.
underneath. That's P.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you can't go wrong though with a Stingray though, man. Those things are monsters,
Yeah, they're great.
monster basses, man.
Stingray or a Sterling. Now, a Stingray is going to have a neck more like a P bass. It's going to be wide at the nut. A Sterling is going to have more of a jazz bass nut and a tiny bit smaller body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In 1992 or 91, I guess, in 91, Mike Anthony used a Stingray bass, usually a black one, with his black and white polka dotted shirt. And in 95, the Music Man bass he was using was that gold Sterling. Remember that gold one that he was using? That was a Sterling. And when they played in the studio, that live thing in the studio where they did that Who song,
Mm-hmm.
the green bass,
Mm-hmm.
that was also a Sterling with no pickguard on it. That's Eddie's bass, but Mike Anthony used it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you saw photos of it with Eddie with it, like
Yeah,
in the background.
correct.
Um, yeah, yeah, that was one of the things. A lot of those years, you know, if Eddie, not so much with Kramer, but everything else, like it started with the Music Man. Once Eddie started using Music Man, you'd see Mike with the Music Man stuff, and then
Well, I mean, Mike Anthony did have some Kramer basses in the very beginning
mm-hmm.
when Eddie was at Kramer. Remember, those photos of Eddie. Eddie's in there with his Frankenstein, and they have the Kramer ad guitar, but with no paint on it yet. You know, the dry build, and Mike Anthony's sitting there with
The Duke.
Fender style headstock Kramer and a Duke. Yes.
You see Eddie playing a Duke bass, which is like a headless
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. But no, I'm just saying, you know, a lot of those, you know, after the Kramer years, yeah, I mean, you saw Mike with like the Yamahas, the BC Rich, you know, all these different things. But you know, once Eddie
The
started using,
Charvel Explorer. You know, the two Explorers with the one that said, what was the one with the blood spatter on it?
we don't F around.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was two of them. One said that,
There are two of them.
and one said,
DFWA, I think, or FDWA.
well, that's the we don't F around is what that means.
Oh.
It's abbreviated. But then there was another one that said something like it was like one word.
Yeah, and that's the one my friend Pete, from Swiss Picks owns that bass.
Yes. Yeah. And that one says something else. It's the same bass, but it has different. It says something different on it on the back.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I forget. Yeah, that's awesome, man. But no, I was just saying, you know, once Edward started using the Music Man stuff, you start seeing Mike with the Music Man stuff, and then once he moved to PV, you start seeing Mike using the PV stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which, you know, why not?
By the way, that PV Cirrus bass, that was a great bass, really good quality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my first bass was a PV. Actually, my very first bass was a PV. Oh man, what was it called? I can't even remember what it was. Not Rage. Well, that's the amp. I forget. It would have been some 1980s PV bass. I can't remember the name. It was cool. It was great. That'd be a bass to still, if I could still have that. That would have been like somebody asked earlier if we had an instrument we could still have. I would still have that bass. I wish I had that. That was an amazing bass. But actually, we traded that in towards. Oh, that's how I got my first Kramer. My Focus 1000 was we traded that bass in, and I got my Kramer.
Wow.
That's right. Dude, man.
By the way, did you see that photo? Did you see that photo of that guitar I sent you from Music Zoo?
Oh, that Beretta?
Kramer, the '86 Kramer Beretta in white. absolutely clean as a whistle.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I'm looking at it right now.
Crazy clean. I'm gonna go look at that tomorrow.
Wow. Is that a pointy headstock?
It is, but small logo.
Can you live with that?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
That's a great looking guitar, man. I'm looking at a photo. I'm sorry, nobody can see what it looks like. It's basically it's just a Kramer with a black headstock, rosewood neck. Looks like a cream or white body with a zebra pickup and a black Floyd.
It's the 1986 version of the guitar that Eddie holds in the original ad, the white one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's the same guitar with a pointed headstock.
Oh, that's cool, man.
You know, the one where it says only a Kramer is good enough.
You're talking about what they call the Holy Grail,
Yes, the Holy Grail guitar. Yeah,
the nerds, with the huge banana headstock.
correct.
That was never. That was an official thing. There's actually
It
some of
was.
those.
It was absolutely an official thing. And I ever tell you the story that almost was the first Kramer that I ever bought.
No.
Yeah, it was 1985, and there was a Sam Ash, and I went there to get my first Kramer, and they had two of them there. They had a white one, which was an '84. It was a leftover '84 with that headstock, but it had a chip in it. It had a chip in the headstock, and and at the time, I'm 14 years old. I wanted a brand new guitar.
Ah, shame on you.
Yeah, I didn't know any better, dude. I didn't know any better. I was 14, and they had a black one with the pointed headstock. Oh no, it didn't. I'm sorry, it didn't have a pointed headstock. It was the rounded headstock, but it was tilted back.
That's
85,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
and it looked like your Ripley. It was exactly like your Ripley, but with no Ripley electronics.
Mm-hmm.
And it was they had just opened the box and took the case out, and it was no hands had been on it except for mine, and that's the one I took. And if I could only go back in time right now, I would have taken that white one, because that white one didn't have a pitchback head. It was definitely a Holy Grail guitar, with the chip in it and all. I would have taken it, and it was white. Oh, white
Mm-hmm.
with a maple neck.
Mm-hmm.
White with a maple fretboard and a non-tilt neck. I remember it like it was. I remember that like it was yesterday.
That's cool, man. That's very cool.
Yeah. Yep.
That's amazing. Great guitars, man. I mean, yeah, those Kramers. I mean, they're. I mean, even the cheaper ones, like the one that I had. I mean, I have a Focus, 1000, the Japanese one. Still just amazing. I mean, the great quality. Great quality
Yeah.
guitars, man. Just
Yeah. Absolutely. It absolutely is amazing.
yeah, yeah, and people kill for those things even now. People are after all that stuff. Yeah, I mean that's one of the problems. 10 years ago you could go on eBay, or even 20 years ago you could go to a pawn shop and there'd be Kramers nobody wanted. 20 years ago, nobody wanted a Kramer guitar. It was the last thing anybody wanted. And that's one of the ways I got my Ripley. Nobody wanted that thing. You know?
Yep.
Now everybody wants all that stuff. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I want one. I definitely want one. I'm waiting. I'm actually waiting for a buddy of mine to call me who has like 7 of them, and he wants to sell me one at a really ridiculously low price. So I'm just waiting for him to call me on it. It's probably gonna be a black one. He's got. I'm not gonna talk about that, but he's got a. You know what I was gonna say?
No, I wasn't, but I'm just laughing.
Yeah. Well, he's got a couple of red clouds. One of them is super special.
Huh? Who does?
This guy that that I know that he's a customer of the Music Zoo, but when I
Oh,
worked
okay.
at Guitar Center, he was
Okay.
my
Okay.
customer as well.
I know who you're talking about now, I think. Yes. Yes.
I told you the story, but he's got a bunch of black ones, and he's got some people call them red clouds, some people call them pink clouds,
Or bowling balls.
bowling balls. He's got
Yeah.
two of them. One of them is really super special, but
Hmm.
and that's all I'll say about that.
Well, that's
So
cool.
yeah, but I'll take a black one. Absolutely. No, they're all in great shape. He said that they're all in like brand new condition, and they're all, they all work. Everything works. So whichever one he's offering me is the one I'll take.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, we spoke about a price. I said, well, I had told him about you finding yours in a pawn shop for $500, and he says, they don't really go for much more than that. So I said, well,
Huh?
I thought they were a lot more money these days. He said, no, they're not, people don't really care about them. So, we're kind of in the ballpark. I probably want a little bit more because they're super clean, but not much more. So, we were talking, and I said, well, what are you talking? He said, I don't know, it's like 650, 7 around there. I said, done. Just let me know when you're ready to do it, and I'll do it.
You're like, I'll take two.
Yeah, I mean, at that price, ridiculous. But no, only one is for sale. He just, I guess he's just gonna pick the one that's for sale. They're, like I said, he's friends with Steve Ripley, so they're all in great condition. So it doesn't matter.
Well, I know Steve Ripley too.
I know, but you don't have 7 of them,
No, I don't. I do not.
and you certainly
No.
don't have a special one. But yours is pretty special because yours is number 5. That's pretty damn good.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, Mine actually says number, like the serial number is 0005. Kramer Ripley guitar. And I was gonna say something. Maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Go ahead, say it. I don't care.
No, it's not about this. It's about something else.
Okay.
It's about something else. I'm not gonna say it though.
Okay.
As we were saying earlier, just cut off the head is what I was, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I think I'll be cutting a head off in a minute. So yes. Well, that's cool, man. That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's if people only knew, man.
If people only knew what we knew.
I mean, just the stuff, man. There's so many cool things.
I know. I wish I could tell people everything.
You know?
Can't. Some things you just got to leave unsaid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or at least until the next chat.
Yeah.
You got to keep them coming back for more, man.
That's right. Keep
You
mouths
know?
warm.
It's like you just give them a tease. You just, give them a taste.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Well, here, real quick, let me look at these. Look at some of these comments here. Michael Smith, yo, dude, what do you guys think about orange amplifiers? Which one would you recommend for someone just starting out?
I'm not an aficionado on them. I did play through one, and I don't know what model it is. I have to apologize. I played through one at my local Guitar Center a couple of weeks ago, and it ripped. It was amazing. It was a head. I think it was a 50-watt head, but I don't know the model number. It was absolutely a tube head. It sounded incredible. But the reason I'm not really into them is because there's a circuit board in there, and it's they break easy.
Hmm.
I like hand wired amps in general.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
Yes, my 5150 has a circuit board in it, of course. They all do. But, if you want a 5150, that's what you got to get. Um, but all my other boutique amps are all point-to-point wired. So,
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I mean, orange amps. I mean, they're still great. I mean, they still
they
sound
are, like I
awesome.
said,
There's
that,
people that swear by them. You
yeah,
know.
like I said, that 50-watt head that I played a couple weeks ago is incredible. Sounded great. But I
Hmm.
couldn't for the life of me tell you what model it is. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. Um, I would say, I'd say they're awesome. Let's see. Where's the comment? Which one would you recommend for someone first starting out? Get the cheapest one. You know, because they're still great. Even these days, even that's the cool thing about these days is you can get a starting amp, starting guitar, whatever, and it's still pretty good stuff. You can't really get anything that's too horrible these days, really. Unless you get something
That's horrible.
something that's maybe pink or something.
Oh no, pink is good. Pink is good. Real men play pink guitars.
Well,
You
I'm
know,
just saying, you go to the. I don't know about you, but there's these malls out here where you go to these malls and there's actually places that sell guitars in them. They have guitars, pianos, keyboards, karaoke machines. And you walk in and every place has the same stuff. The guitar, there's like a guitar the shape of a machine gun. There's a guitar the shape of the American flag. There's all these guitars, but
yeah,
they're all very, very cheap. I wouldn't recommend any of those things.
I
Don't buy a
wouldn't.
gu- don't buy a guitar from a mall. Although, yeah, I mean, there used to be. I mean, years ago, maybe still. I mean, I'm not really big into malls, but do malls still have like music stores in them?
I don't know of any that do, but that
They
doesn't mean
used
that
to.
there aren't any.
Years ago, years and years ago, you could go to the mall and there'd be like a place called like a Schmidt Music, something like that. Um, Although these days it's mostly, you go to Guitar Center. But what I'm saying though is you can go to Guitar Center and pretty much everything in there is pretty good, pretty good, you know.
Well, I'm not sure if the Hello Kitty Squire is that good.
Well, well, see, that's what I was saying. I was saying something. I said pink.
Yeah,
So that's change the neck, change the bridge, change the pickup. You
and
got
the
to
body.
you got a kick-ass Hello Kitty guitar.
That's right. Change
I
the
would use it.
body.
I would
Change
play it.
everything.
I would play that. I would. Um, let's see. Angelo is asking if we've heard of. Here, wait till this opens. Have you heard of the guitar brand Laguna?
Yes, Guitar Center owns that company.
It's a Guitar Center guitar, and who's the guy that actually plays them? I
I
want
don't
to
know.
say is it Greg Howe?
Maybe.
Somebody actually plays them exclusively. They have an
Well,
endorsement.
I don't know about exclusively, but he does play them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you see him in the catalogs. You see him in the catalogs of them. Um, let's see. Some of these comments are friends talking to each other, which we encourage. We totally encourage you guys to talk to each other. Um, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, the thing with the Laguna guitars, they are pretty good, but Guitar Center, they to make those guitars, it's like probably 50 or 60 bucks for them to make it, and they charge like $400 for it. So that's something that bothers me a little bit. Any like store name guitar That's, if they try to push that guitar on you, it's because they're making a buttload of profit on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't, in good conscience, do that to a customer. I can't do it.
Hey, Ron. Ron, is it Paget?
Paget.
Says Greg Howe played an orange one, but I think he switched to Carvin. Is what he's saying. Yeah. Yeah, it was Greg Howe that was I remember seeing him using them. Um we got a great comment here from Ziada Guitars. Ziada Guitars is saying, does anyone know if there is any footage of EVH playing the 5150 guitar with the Strat neck and different pickup, which I
Yes.
think he played during the last tours with Sammy. The 1550 guitar is what inspired me to start making guitars.
Yes, there is great footage of it. It's if you go on YouTube and you type in Van Halen concert or Van Halen 2004 full concert. I can't remember. I think it's I want to say, I can't remember where it is. I can't remember where they maybe it's Minnesota. It's
Well,
somewhere. And
I can tell you exactly.
He plays the first 3 songs with it.
Yeah. I can tell you exactly though. I can tell you if you want to.
Cincinnati. Was it Cincinnati?
I don't remember. I don't remember. If you want to see footage of him playing that guitar right away, go to YouTube, type in Van Halen live 2004 or just type in Van Halen Up for Breakfast. That's all you got to type in because that's the song he used that guitar for mostly. But Dave is talking about there was one show where he started the show with that guitar.
Yeah, and it was in tune for Jump, and by the time they got to Run Around, the guitar was
so out of
tune that it was unplayable.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the song, he changes to his Sunburst Wolfgang.
Yeah. So there is. Yeah, so there is one show where he starts off and you see him for like 2 or 3 songs playing it, and it's very cool. But right away, if you want to see him playing that thing, which is the 5150 body, a Charvel Strat neck, PV Wolfgang humbucker, just type in Van Halen Up for Breakfast, and you'll see it. The thumbnail
footage. It might be the first thing that comes up actually.
It might. Well, maybe the actual song does, but the I think the thumbnail for whatever video is up there is the footage from like one of the screens where it's like choppers, like helicopters.
Yes, that's it.
That might be the thumbnail. So you'll see that right away. Okay. He says he just found it. Cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. Yeah, it's. I mean, that's an iconic guitar. I mean, behind the Frankenstein, that's the next thing. To me, that's actually the guitar. To me, the Frankenstein takes a back seat to the Kramer 5150.
Me too.
I'm sorry to say.
No, well, yeah. I agree with you. By the way, I was thinking that's now that we're talking about that guitar, I was thinking that's going to be my next build is to do the 5150 with the Charvel neck on it.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's not what it looks like today, as we know. It has
back the original. Yeah, it's got the original neck back on it.
The original neck is back on it. And as far as we know, yeah, it still has the Wolfgang PV pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ziada's guitar says, to me, it is also the guitar. Yes. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, growing up, every day after school watching Live Without a Net. I mean, yeah. To me, that's the guitar.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. I mean, that was always the coolest. Yeah, and of course, the Frankenstein is cool. I mean, they're all cool. They're all awesome. They're all amazing.
So Ziada, just why don't you private message myself and Johnny, and we'll both send you photos of our versions of that guitar so you can see them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We both have really good replicas of that guitar, and if you
Well,
want
the
to.
actual, yeah, the actual, yeah. Well, mine's a GMW. Mine was an actual. I was telling somebody this earlier today. Um, Mine's an actual official guitar, somewhat. As in it was actually commercially made. Um, but then they stopped making them once Edward started doing his own thing with the
Mhm.
Stripe series. But yeah, mine you can see all over YouTube as far as like some videos. You know, for mine, just Google my name with GMW, and you'll see my guitar all over the internet. And type in Nesdal, and you'll see Dave because he's the only Nesdal there is.
There's video of me playing mine, and but I have some really good close-up shots of my guitar. If
Well,
you're interested in
we're
looking.
looking at yours right now on your avatar.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah, but if you wanna see like the whole thing, I have front and back.
Hmm. Or maybe on your YouTube channel, there's video of you playing it.
There's video of it, but it still doesn't show the whole thing.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah,
Definitely a
somebody
special guitar. It's definitely one of my most special guitars.
somebody messaged me this morning, and they were actually saying uh, they messaged me because of the GMW, and that they had access to get a GMW 5150, one of the non-relict versions.
Hmm.
You know, like
Yeah.
they could actually get one, and they were asking me my thoughts on the guitar and everything. And I told them they're great guitars. They're not totally exact. Even mine, the color, it's more of a red color in person, and on HD video, it's more pinkish. It's not. It doesn't look exactly like his, like the original one. And as far as the non-relict version that they made, it's very, very glossy. It's very, very lacquered.
Yeah.
Which and the guy was saying that's one of the problems he had with it. It's because it was so lacquered up. It doesn't look anything like the actual thing. But quality wise, they're great guitars. I mean, GMW makes you know, great guitars. I mean, basically the guitar that I have, that's one of the cool things about my guitar, my GMW, is it was made by the same guys who made the Shamer, uh, what is it, 5149 and a half or
Yeah.
whatever
Hmm.
guitar for Dweezil Zappa. And there's actual photos of him with Edward at the studio with that guitar, with that GMW, you know, or whatever.
Yeah. Weasel sold that guitar.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he sold it to somebody, and you can actually look up YouTube videos of that person playing the guitar. You know, yeah, yeah. It was a woman. It was a woman that plays like blues rock or I forget, but um, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do know. I didn't know you were talking to me or our people. Our people.
I'm talking to everybody.
Talk to our
This
people.
is the internet. I'm talking to all of yous.
This is the internet now. We in the internet.
It's the internet's man. I'm talking to all you guys.
Yeah.
Um, Real quick, Ziada Guitars just said all three of your 1550 guitars are amazing. Basically, that is what attracted me to these videos to begin with. I mean, Rob,
Oh,
Johnny,
cool.
and Dave's 1550 guitars. Yeah,
Thank you.
they're awesomes. They're awesomes.
Awesomes. Awesomes.
Yes, yes. So, hey, if you can talk about something real quick for like 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Okay.
Well,
Talk.
give me a subject.
Tell them about your guitar, your 1550. What do you like about it?
What do I like about it? Well, um, it looks fantastic. It sounds like the real deal. It sounds like Ed's guitar. Um, The neck is probably one of the most comfortable necks I have. It feels exactly like the Music Man Van Halen guitar, which feels like the 5150 guitar. It's got the same exact neck profile. It just feels right. It's lightweight. Every note, uh, every harmonic on my particular guitar rings out like crazy. I actually have the strings that are on it right now are probably about a year old, and I never let strings get old. I love new strings, but they're really old on that guitar, and they still sound great. They're still there's no intonation issues, even with the old strings. Uh, I play that guitar every day, really do. It's amazing. And it's because of that guitar that I made all my replicas, and most of my replicas feel just like that guitar. Whether no matter what the striping scheme is, I wanted them all to feel like that guitar. So or as close to that guitar as possible. So they all pretty much feel like that. So yeah, that's the 5150 guitar, man. It's killer, absolutely killer. That's one guitar that I own that I would love to put in Ed's hands if I ever get to see him again. I'd love to hear what he has to say about that guitar if he ever plays it. But and I feel that way about all of my replica guitars. They're all like my babies. They all, there's something about each and every one of them that is absolutely got the mojo that the original guitar that Eddie has or had has. They're crazy. It's insane. Um, you can actually, if you close your eyes and I'm playing the Kramer ad guitar, you can actually hear the tone of the guitar, as it was in Brazil when Eddie played it in '83. You can actually kind of hear the tone of that thing. It's the body. It has a lot to do with that. My every one of them. Every one of them. I would say maybe my 1984, not so much because it has a Frankenstein pickup in it, and I'm not crazy about that pickup.
Oh man,
Not in that guitar.
I've
Not
got
in.
that pickup sitting right here in a
Yeah.
package. That
Well,
Diamond Dave Lucy sent me that pickup to throw in something to try.
I understand that.
And
In my Frankenstein, that guitar pickup sounds amazing, but in a Poplar body, it's too bassy.
which guitar would you suggest I throw that pickup in just a demo?
Um,
Do you know what I have?
well, yeah, I do know what you have. I would probably put it in your Red Kramer because that's probably a maple body.
The
And maple,
Focus.
yes, it's probably maple. So and maple is a bright sounding wood, so that pickup being with a lot of low end to it would probably make that guitar sound fantastic.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that would be the one guitar that'd be the easiest to throw something in
Yeah.
because the pickup that's in there now is actually it's hooked up to the ring. It's not
Hmm.
direct. So it would actually be pretty quick for me to just throw that in there. So maybe that's what I'll do that. I'll do that. That's
Awesome.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pickup that I really do like, I might get another one. Is that VH2 from Bare Knuckles, and I might put that in my 1984 guitar, and I'll take the Frankenstein out. If you love Dave Lucy's Frankenstein pickup, maybe what I'll do is, I mean, if I definitely change the pickup in my '84, I'll send you that pickup. You can have it. I
Okay.
can't guarantee that I'm going to do it, but if I do it, no, if I change the pickup out, then you can
Mhm.
have the Frankenstein pickup. But if I don't change it out, then I'm just going to keep it in there. But
Mhm.
if I
Mhm.
do wind up changing it out for something, you can have that pickup.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you. just in case.
Well, I mean, like I said, if that pickup comes out of that guitar, I'm not putting it in another guitar. You can take it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. If you do. Um.
Because
Yeah.
that's really the reason why I don't use my 1984, because I don't like the way that pickup sounds in a poplar body.
Wow.
But I've got so many others to play that it's just not the first thing on my mind to change. You know?
Yeah, you've got a wall of guitars, and then you have. A lot of people don't know you have like racks and stands full of guitars on the side there,
Yeah, yeah.
and who knows what else in cases.
There are guitars I don't really talk about.
Who knows what you have, you know.
There are some guitars I
Uh,
just don't talk about.
um, real quick here, Michael Smith says earlier tonight you guys were talking about Guitar Center salespeople being bad. Yeah, that was on the previous video we just did. You know, we do 20 of these, an hour. Um, I think that the internet has changed the dynamics significantly. He's saying 20 years ago they actually had to be somewhat knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like 20 years ago you walked in a Guitar Center, they knew exactly everything. Today the internet provides the knowledge base for most things. That's true. That's true. And so, it's the reverse too, where the person walking in there knows exactly what it is. So that's like what I was saying earlier. It's like if you're walking in to a Guitar Center, if you want to get something, make sure you do your research. You know exactly what it is, everything. Because there's a lot of times I'll go in and I'll just play with these guys. I'll walk in and I'll look at something that I know exactly what it is, and I'll act kind of stupid, right? And just to hear the lines they give me about it. And 9 times out of 10, it's stuff that has nothing to do with the actual instrument at all.
Yeah,
You know?
it's really amazing, what these guys don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's really amazing. It's like it's so hard for me to give bad information. Like if I tried to give bad information, I couldn't do it, but they find it very easy.
I mean, well, we'll say real quick.
It's not just Guitar Center. It's every big box store. It's the Sam Ash, you know, all those Best Buy type places. You know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, just right when the EVH microstack came out, when they were first released to the stores, at least, because I saw the thing at NAMM in January, which that's this event where that's this thing where you go to it and you get to see everything like first look, whatever, first,
Uh-huh.
and so I saw it, but I didn't actually get to try one until whatever, some months back, right when they first started arriving in the stores, the Guitar Centers, whatever,
Right.
So I just happened. I had a rehearsal. I was going to play I had a show, I think in Oakland, I think, and I was going to a rehearsal, and I arrived, like an hour early, or whatever. So I swang, I went by Guitar Center, and they just happened to have the microstack there, right? And so I'm like, hey, can I try one of these? They're like, yeah, you can try it. So they're like, go pick out a guitar, and I go and I get the EVH gear standard, like a red one, right? So I go and I get it, and that's the thing is a lot of those guitars. I mean, maybe they're set up from the factory, but when they get there, they're played so much, and they really don't. The Guitar Center, they really don't reset the stuff up. It's like a string breaks, they just replace the string. The Floyds are totally 9 times out of 10 floating, which on Eddie's actual guitars are not. Right.
Right.
So anyway, so I go and I pick up this guitar off the rack to play through this little micro stack, and of course the employee is like, acting like I don't know anything about anything, right? He takes the guitar from me, he plugs it in, he's tuning the guitar up, starts, playing his licks, showing me what he can do, right? Which I could care less, It's like, okay. And he hands the guitar to me, and I go and I play one chord on it. I strum it, one E chord, and I'm like, nope, I can't play this. Bridge is totally, upside down backwards. Even if I wanted to, there's no way I could play the guitar. It wasn't set up at all. And I'm like, no, I can't tune this. This won't tune. And the guy's like sitting there trying to tune it, in front of me, like acting like, yeah, I'm doing it. Here it is. Yeah, here it is. It gives it back to me. I'm like, nope, can't play this.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And it's embarrassing. It really is. It's, and I mean, forget, us people that know what we're doing. We know, 9 times out of 10, we know way more than these guys do. But imagine the people, the kids going in there that don't know anything. Being, here, try this, a guitar that's not set up. And being told, this is cool, this works. And that, I mean, that's one of the problems. That's one of the problems with man. Okay.
What?
Oh, no. We're getting invaded. But let me just say, there's some invaders.
Who's invading us?
Oh, we're getting some mean comments on some other videos. Just uncalled for, bad.
Videos?
Yeah. Bad words. Somebody just told us to F off on another video. But it's just spam, But no, I feel bad for these kids that go in there to try their first guitar and they're handed something that's not set up at all, and the guy's sitting there telling them, yeah, this is what you want, and they play it and it's impossible to play, and they're thinking, oh, this sucks, and they give up. Just imagine how many times that happens every day.
Yep, I know. It's crazy.
I'm not laughing at that either. I'm laughing at this comment.
What's the comment?
Oh, well, yeah. Somebody told us to F off on the video we did earlier.
I wonder why. Maybe he's the Guitar Center employee?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But anyway, I'll block them. I've got a couple of people to block, actually. Some uncalled for language on some of these things. So, okay, I know it's getting really late where you are. Really quickly, let me just read a couple more things here. Okay, I read that one. Okay, here we go. Here's the last one. Last comment. Angelo Luna, thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. And if you really dig this stuff, yeah, stick with us. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We love talking about this stuff. It's amazing. Did I say Angela or Angelo?
Angelo.
Okay, good. Angela. Okay, they say, are any of you gonna do some Sammy stuff that isn't well known, like Pleasure Dome or Judgment Day? Huh? As in
as in playing it on video?
As in play it? I mean, I guess we could. I mean, yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah, those are great songs. It's great stuff.
Yeah, I like it too. It's I don't know. And I did my version of the solo to When It's Love on my channel.
I remember that. Yeah.
So I mean, I could possibly learn those songs or learn parts of them to show them.
Yeah. Why not? Cool stuff. Okay. All right. We're gonna wrap it up. Since I'm so bored about talking about coffee or tea this entire time. It's
Yeah, had enough
has nothing.
coffee.
We start these things has nothing to do with any of this, and then bang, you know. But of course, we love talking about this stuff, so it's all it's all good. We can talk about this stuff for hours, and we do. That's the problem. We
Yeah.
actually do,
Yeah.
you know. But you guys love you guys love it. So we're doing it. So if you dig this video, give it a thumbs up. That helps other people find these videos, find this content, people that really care about this stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and you'll get more content like this. A lot of different things, different stuff, but very similar.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll dig it. Seems like a lot of people seem to really dig this stuff, and we really, really appreciate it. Michael Smith says that's the beauty of your show. Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, we like to do a lot of different things, very similar stuff, different things. You know, we're really not bad people.
No,
We're really
not
we're
really.
really not. I mean, myself, Nesdal, Rob Johnson, Broadbent, Hazansky, all these. I mean, we're all very, very nice people, and we just want to share, our knowledge of all these different perspectives, different experiences of music, guitar, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the guitar world, and EVH. We all love it. Great, great stuff. And are you printing or what's going on?
Me?
It sounds like that's like a printer behind you.
No, that's the air conditioner.
Yeah, and if you want to if you'd like, here's our what do you call it? PBS National. Here's our public radio. If you would like a transcript of this program, Nesdal is printing them out right now.
Oh man.
Send a SAZY to P.O. Box 232, SoCal, California 95073.
Nice.
Yeah, it sounds like you're printing.
I'm not doing anything, really. I'm not doing anything at all. The phone is sitting on top of my forehead. I'm talking to you. I'm listening to you. I'm about to fall asleep. And that's all there is to it. TV's not even on.
Oh, good. At least I got you away from the TV for a few minutes.
Yeah, well, I generally don't watch TV when I'm talking to you anyway.
Cool. Well, because this is the new TV apparently. It is to me. Like as soon as we hang up, I'll be sitting here watching other people's shows on YouTube. To me, YouTube is television. Original content. It's great.
Awesome. Awesome. It's awesome.
It's awesome sauce. Yes. Okay. Okay. We're out of here. Thank you. It's 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock where you are, I guess.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Again, this is the Johnny Bean and David Nesdall podcast.
Yes.
If you like this, if you like this, if you like that, brought to you by
Johnny Bean.
well, yeah, I
Brought
guess.
to you by Johnny Bean and David Nesdall.
I guess if you want to, yeah, if you want to, get technical.
In conjunction with.
Made possible by a grant from. Yeah. Yeah, when we do these, we should actually do our public radio voices, our real soft, mellow, So Dave, what do you think about the Kramer 5150?
Well, Mikey, I think it's pretty unbelievable.
Yes, it's a great guitar. Let me take a sip of my hot tea right now.
You gotta give them a lot of credit for making that.
Are you in New York? You're in New York. Is that a New
Yes.
York thing?
No, it's Mike and the Mad Dog, which they did the Yes Network for the New York Yankees. So Mad Dog is the guy that I just tried to, sound like. But
Uh-huh.
one guy, the guy, your guy, Mike and the Mad Dog. It was kind of like that, where Mike is like the even keeled, low talker, and Mad Dog is this guy that just
Low
flies
talker.
off he flies off the handle for everything. Well, you got to give them a lot of credit.
hmm hmm Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing about doing these podcast style, no camera or whatever, right? It's you got to give people an imagination of
Yeah,
what's going on. So
yeah.
that's what's cool. That's why I dig doing these things with no camera. Besides that, it's great that we don't have to see you with no pants. I mean, that's the main reason we do
No
it like
pants,
this.
no shirt,
No
and
pants doll.
no
David, no pants doll.
pants on the ground, literally.
Pants on the ground. Yeah. Howie did one of those videos. Look at Howie the Dalmatian, pants on the ground. Or we called it paws on the ground. That's what it was. There's a video we did for Howie Bean called Paws on the Ground. Look that up. We did that some years ago. Yeah, yeah. That was cool. Michael Smith says, couldn't be farther from the truth. Peace sign. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. We're gonna splits. Thank you everybody for listening to this stuff. We enjoy we have as you can tell, we have a great time doing this. I mean,
Yeah, I love it.
yes.
Brandy, are you breathing? Brandy, are you breathing?
uh, all right.
Goodness.
All right. I gotta go.
All
I
right,
gotta
get out
go.
of here. Get
All
out of
right.
here.
I'm
Get out.
leaving. I'm leaving, man. All right. Great great for listening, everybody.
Yes. Thanks for everyone's ears.
Thanks for your ears tonight, especially. If you dig this stuff, thumbs up, like I said. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You'll get more content like this from a grant from viewers like you.
Yes. And if you don't like it, please tell us to F off.
Yeah, there was a lot worse tonight, actually, in the comments.
Unbelievable. Can't believe it.
You didn't see them, but
No, but I need you to tell me.
there's a whole list of what this guy was telling us to do. F and F C B A N. I mean, you wouldn't believe the stuff that was saying.
What the hell does that mean? What's BAN?
Well, I'm just gonna block the guy. All right. So anyway, go to hell, dude, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yes.
Is he still commenting?
No, 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 no. It's just a troll.
Is it him though?
That? No, 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 no. That wasn't him. No,
Oh, okay.
he's probably gone. Yeah, it just that's the thing about YouTube. You jump into random things and you just give them a bunch of crap.
I mean, do I have to get my New York on? Because if I
No.
get my New York on, someone's gonna be feeling my wrath.
Did you say rash?
I will unleash the fury, as Malmsteen would say. Don't make me unleash the fury.
Yeah. Well, no. Like I said earlier, like I was saying earlier, you ignore the haters, and you just ignore the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, who cares? So,
Who's saying what now? Who's saying what? What is what?
Oh, that's Michael Smith.
What's Michael saying?
He's talking about like the phone tone, the F and A.
Oh yeah.
Like what I said earlier. Yeah, me too. Yeah. No, Michael Smith is good people, man.
I like
shout out Michael Smith, man. We totally appreciate you being here, man. We really do. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, it's amazing how many people love what we're doing.
I don't think Smith is his last name though.
You don't think?
I don't know. Smith?
But he was born in Manhattan and raised in the Bronx.
Oh.
That's what he's telling me.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. All right. All right. I got to split, man. Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this stuff. We'll see you tomorrow.
We will. Oh yeah.
For Veda.
One of these, yes.
He says it is. He says that is his last name, I think.
Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
it's
So,
not John Smith.
huh?
At least it's not John Smith.
No,
John Smith is an alias.
I thought that was John Doe.
No, John Doe is when someone dies and you don't know their real name, they call him John Doe. And if it's a woman, it's Jane Doe. And if it's a baby, it's Baby Doe.
Oh God! You learned that from Magnum's hospital program,
That's very funny.
or whatever.
And if it's a Simpson, it's just Doe.
Baby Doe. That's
Baby
horrible.
Doe.
Oh, oh gosh, we have to end on a Baby Doe. Come on, it's awful.
All right, Eddie Van Halen. Now we can end.
Oh, that dude rocks, man. Okay, all right, we're happy again. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Another one of these, and then maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. Michael Smith is cracking up. We appreciate you, Michael Smith. We really do.
Yes.
Thank you.
And everyone like Michael Smith. Everyone, all you guys, all you Michael Smiths out there, thank you.
Yes, and a grant from Michael Smith and viewers like Michael Smith. We do these programs.
Thank you, and good night.
So thank you for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Sometime. Yes.